Okay, so I've left it a little late. I was setting up a globex trap as well, which I want to incorporate into the strategy because it's different. It's different parameters to the orb, and I think I could simultaneously do both. But I'm a little bit distracted. I was on the phone as well, and I should have already been in this trade down here, but I am not. And it's put me in a bad mood. 4, 3, let's do 4. Am I gonna wait? Ugh, market. 5, let's do 5. It might come down and retest the range, but that's okay. You know what, let's do 4 and put it under the globex low. Yeah, that was the lowest that we had. Let's just do this again, just in case I get the calculation wrong. Yeah, there you go. And we're in. I'm going to do this on my personal account. I mean, I guess I'll leave it there. Bring this under here. It's just under there, right? 963, 956. It's a little bit further. There we go, we found it. And that's about it. I would have been in here. Again, execution has made me... I mean, I wouldn't have been in there, actually. Yeah? Yes? Okay. We patiently waited for a long time, and now we finally made it past 350. So we're going to follow the strategy without thinking about it too much, because I actually really want this to be a big move now, because I've waited for a long time, saw a lot of drawdown since 10 a.m. and now it's 1:30 in New York. So yeah, 3.5 hours. I haven't just been staring at the screen, but still, I'm waiting for some kind of result, right? So I hope this doesn't get stopped out, because I think the big move is finally coming. I think we are going to go and touch this supply zone at some point today. I hope I can be in the trade when that happens. I'm going to still look for retracement trades, despite what happened last time, just because it makes sense. It's a supply and demand strategy. I'm looking for trades based on supply and demand. So I must follow through. How big is this candle? Let's make sure we're doing this right. 25.5. 8.5, yeah, there's that. That looks about right. 7.75. I can move up a bit. Now it's exactly 25. 7 would be 20. 8.2 something. Something like that. I don't have to be that. Yeah, it's fine. This is a good moment. This is a new high. We already have been pushed back from it, so hopefully that was enough of a retracement. Otherwise, we will stop me out before we go up, I think. Who knows, maybe the retracement will be just here and then it'll keep going. But look how far they go. Look at that. That went deeper than that. If you count this as a retracement as well, which you should. If not, then it went about halfway of that entire move. If we go from here, we ignore these little pullbacks in between the big move, it still went to like halfway down, So yeah. Ooh, technically it should be about 30% of this as well, which is there at 330. So this is 10k in that last 5 minutes. Double the last two candles, so we're getting a little bump right now at 130 for some reason. We haven't had a 10k 5 minutes since 115. Yeah, it's not long ago at all. But here was the volume as usual between 10 and 11 was the real high volume. And you'd hope everything happens at that time, And I want to blame myself and be like it was an execution error, but it really wasn't. Actually, yes, it was. So I wouldn't have bought here, right? It's too close. So this was the break of the opening range. It's only by 5 points. I wouldn't have bought in. This candle was all the way up here, and I FOMO'd in because I'm like, oh, we're about to run. I need that money. I could see the green candles. I could see the massive green candles right there. I didn't want to miss out. If I had waited, what time did I put this in? How do I see that? It doesn't show me directly orders. Yes. Oh, no. That's not. So that was incorrect. Yeah, what was incorrect about that is I didn't wait for this candle to close. There you go. I must close this as well. Yeah. So if I had waited for that to close, let me see. Let me just come back here. Bring this down. I don't know why. I don't even use this tool. But I just OCD in that to fix. Trust in technical analysis a lot. Look at this ratio. But yeah, so if I waited for this to close, I would have been down here, probably still wouldn't have bought, and then I would have waited for the next candle to close. And from here, instead of 36, when this closed, instead of why doesn't it work? Instead of 36, I would have had 71, 72. I would have had about double that profit. And this is, in fact, Is it though? It's not really a demand zone, is it? Don't know. I want to come back in. I think there will be more of a move. Do I? Why do I think that? I'm convincing myself there will be more of a move. From the low today to the high is 165. It's a Monday. Doesn't have to be huge moves every day, 165 points is plenty. Why isn't it a lot? It's because I expect it to hit. Not just the globex high, I expect it to hit. Actually, I do expect more of a move, because am I gonna buy back in? Still creeping up, but it is rounding off a bit, right? A little break, a little increase from that high. Smaller increase from that high. Yeah, not good, man. Well, that becomes kind of a supply zone if that closes down here like this. Bouncing off a low is not enough. Creating a new high is not enough. I can't just take trades for no reasons. Double down wick, is that a good enough reason? Preferred if these are the bases, yeah. Then that's a preferred demand zone. This half of it is a wick. This is an indecisive candle. It does not work. I could take a if this is green and comes up to here, then I could think about it. But this is a big uncertainty candle as well. Really want to though. Alright, we'll have a look. I'm gonna get an apple. We'll have a look. Okay, this might be a bit of a stretch, but I believe that we just formed a demand zone. And it has been creeping up since I exited. It continued to creep up a little, come down, creep up, new high, come down, creep up just above, create one more new high. So look, this is the extended, this is the preferred. So because the extended is basically inside the new candle already, I'm not going to count that. And we're gonna make this our 5-minute D. And if this works, this come and touches this, it'll give me the excuse to go back in. And this is one, you know. This is a 5-minute demand zone. This is a rally. This is a base. And this is another rally. Unfortunately, I can't use the... Ooh, ouch. I can't use this just because that's where we ended up. Just in the last few seconds though. Maybe I can use that, you know? The extended thing was formed just as this ended, and then that one started inside this demand zone, you know, just about inside this demand zone, and then shot up instantly. So there was a reaction to it, but I do believe we're going to come down, and this will be our support level. And once we do, I'll enter. Okay, so possibly because of my ADHD, I am deciding to go in at this point because we have come and touched our demand zone, our wider demand zone. Should be under here. Under here it looks good. 29, and then what do we have? We're gonna target up there. Market. This is very close. This is scary close. Let's do that instead. 54. Let's do that instead. Yeah, that I like better. Do I have to wait for this one to end? I do. So I touched it. If the body closes above it, or no, or that was that one. That was that one, but we didn't take it because it started within the demand zone. The demand zone that I've convinced myself is the demand zone. We're gonna wait for this one. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. This might be the moment it flies down, right? So we touched it. If we close without touching it again, without continuing further down, then I can justify it. That's okay. Don't be too micro about it. I find myself like thinking too much about little moves and getting me in at a little better price, 5 points, 10 points, just because of my trauma on Friday, and then me having to sit on it the whole weekend. So 38, 28. You see, almost double if I held on. That's not even there, is it? And another couple of, okay. What is this? 33, yeah. So we've almost gone up as much as I came up. So 300 and something, so 600 and something I would have had. That's good I did that. I know I missed, what? 10 points. Damn. Missed 10 points. Come down a little more, come on. 56, 30. Yeah. Little pullback, that's it. That's more like it. That's more like it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it on this. I think we're gonna keep, oh my god, 215, man. I have to start doing this. It's gonna be lower volume now and a little bit more unpredictable. It's been pretty low volume all day. It is Bank Holiday Monday as well. Oh, 5k, okay. I thought that one was 1.25. 1.25. We'll hit about 5k maybe. Alright, yeah, cool. Be back. Once again, I really don't want to. I am convinced we're gonna go and hit this supply zone here, but I will trail my stop loss. I've got to go at least here, right? I really don't think that's a good idea. I think we're going to come back down. I was thinking about closing it here. We hit like 380 in profit. But I must at least follow the strategy for like a week or so. Let's see how many of these blast-offs I catch, right? I'm unsure about the trailing thing. I'm going to watch some videos about it, see if I can pick up how to do this better. Although I haven't successfully tried. I haven't tried it many times for me to be dissatisfied by the success rate. We haven't had that much success, but I haven't tried it many times. So this might be better. The alternative, instead of 350, maybe I make it 500. You know, maybe I only start there. I was about to say that hitting a higher target is one thing, makes more sense, but it doesn't really, because if I just trail that new higher target, it still leaves that possibility of going further, while only losing a little bit of the profit. So here, for example, if I take it to the 30% rule that I made up, it's here. It's about 30% right there. So now that we're in 414, we're gonna go up to maybe I don't know. Within this candle, hopefully we go up a little more. I can squeeze it up. I'm not necessarily looking to get it really close, but at this point, I'm just supposed to be trying to close, basically. Let's see how far this is. This is 16 away. So 18 times 16. 320 would be, so it's about 300. 320 would be 20 times, right? 10 times 160, and yeah. So I'm at about 300 with this. It's okay. I want to give it the room to come back, and I think this will be the point where it will come back to the top of that wick, that base wick there. In fact, let's do this. I think we've got a demand zone, don't we? 5-minute demand zone here. 5-minute D, baby. I'll take it. With no other D in sight, I'll take 5-minute D. trailing beneath demand zones obviously makes a lot more sense. I was just frustrated about seeing 350 and 400 and not making any money, losing money, or making a tiny bit of money. That's why. But this makes me quite confident that we're going to bounce off this. And in fact, I can't even add to the position now. What's max position size? So I can do 21 contracts now. I might want to go down beneath that. Yeah, we have to see the actual rejection, the candle closes, and then we see the next candle and see where it's going. Uh-oh. That's scary. It dipped down a little bit more. That is scary. That's more like it. I think we're going to be okay. I will be back when something happens. I'm going to stop looking at this. I can't look at this second by second. In fact, yes, I can, but I don't need to be recording all of this. Because why? It just creates like extra fast forwarding I have to do and finding what happened. I have to do, more investigation to arrive at any answers after I inevitably make another. No, I'm not gonna make another big mistake. This D is not holding up. This is not a hard D. This is soft D. Come on. There we go. That's more like it. Keep going, keep going. Now, if I do add after this, 40 something seconds I should add if it closes above this demand zone. Yeah, and it will. It looks like. Should it be beneath this? Is that safe? Just in here somewhere. I took it on this rejection. I put it underneath there. Yeah, we can put it under here. We can put it under here. That is consistent. Oh, it didn't really close above it, did it? I think I should be careful. The preferred version did. Preferred version counts. Okay. Let's say below here, 52. It's not that much. We'll put it here for now and we'll see. $1,000 risk all the way down there. Should I do that? Hmm. I'm gonna find a way to test this adding stuff. How often does that work? I've got to have really 50 pips or 50 points doesn't seem like a lot, you know. Still 3 minutes left. We just barely closed above the preferred. So let's wait for the end of this candle and then we shall decide. Let's say there and there will be somewhere up here. The price will become somewhere up here. And then 50, let's just call it 50 times, not 19, times 38. It's like 1900. Yeah, yeah. Exactly 1900 for 50 points of movement in my direction. Yeah, for a challenge, I understand it. I hope I'm not just rationalizing right now, but I do believe, because we are trying to hit that $3,000 mark really, really quickly. Trade going in our favor. We see a pullback. We should maximize the number of contracts on it so that we can make lots of money with just a little bit of movement. So $1,900 with just 50 pips of movement. Now this is a problem. This looks like we just turned around and we're about to hit my stop loss. Okay, that changes everything. This is now completely gone. This is of course the next demand zone, right? That's all base in the middle there. Rally, base, rally. These three candles are the base. This is also one, and technically that's also one, but it's not. Yeah, this has just been touched. Not 15-minute D, just 5-minute D. And it might be soft. This might be the drop base rally instead, eh? I think that makes more sense. Up here even. Or preferred down here. See how it behaves. We're gonna have to see an actual. Now we gotta calm down. It looks like we're coming back down. You know, looks like there's some serious momentum to the downside. It's 3 p.m. in New York and I'm still looking for trades. Get rid of that for now, of course. Oh shit. I didn't close this. I didn't even move the stop loss. Should I just bail? Should I just bail out? That's more downward volume than we've seen all day. It's more bearish momentum than we've seen all day. So I think we have to let it play out a little bit. Okay. I should get out of this, man. I mean, the 410 thing doesn't apply there, so I could just wait for this to turn back around. This is just about fresh. Preferred is down here. But that can't count. It's a little bit lower. Even still a little bit lower. Yeah, no, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of momentum. And we've got some volume coming in as well. Look at that. It's more volume than that candle already. And it's big and red. Boom, even more. Might look for a short. There's no reason to. That's the supply zone. And then nothing else is supply zone. Look at this. Big 15 minutes. And this was a 15-minute demand. That's a 15-minute demand, but we've already smashed through it. That's a good sign. Big wick just formed. It means the price went down and immediately popped back up. Tapped into a lot of buy orders just at 20,136. But overwhelming downward pressure. This would be so much money if I was in it right now. But who could have called that top, you know? But now I feel it. Now I feel like I'm instinct tapped into the market. I know it's going to go down. Where will it stop? Probably at these, but you know, this is my hunch, my feelings are, yeah, oh, it looks like it's going, right? Looks like it's going. But who the fuck knows? This might be it. This might be the big retracement. And then we have Power Hour coming up. There's Power Hour in Chicago, that's right. That's right, a sudden uptick in volume. This I like. Oh, big wick. This I very much like. No, there's nothing. Can't really justify. I really want to, but I can't justify buying right now. This is the pullback on the reversal, so maybe we reversed. We are bearish now for the next hour at least, and this is the pullback, and then we're gonna go all the way back down. How close is that? You know, this looks like a demand zone to me. It's fresh, technically. Look at this here. Yeah, this is what I'm looking at. You want to, we can mark it. 5 minute D. That doesn't count. I wish this was a good strong demand zone, you know. It just is not. Oh, 15 minute preferred. I see the 15 minute preferred. Yes, it definitely is this. Preferred D. I don't know why it's called preferred when extended is the D that we want. And the S, the D that we want right now. Oh, what? Okay, if we close like this, which we have, that's good. And if we close positive here, I could buy. That's big, man. But it still kind of just looks like a reversal 65. 20, you know? It's like one third of the way back, and then we continue. So I'm going to wait for the close of this candle. And I'll be in. Can't lie. I'll be in. I'm looking at the wrong one. Now see, this isn't actually a decisive candle either, is it? This wick is about 50% of the candle. You need multiple of those candles for it to count. That's a decisive candle, I guess. It's not a rally candle. That's a rally. That's a rally. This is pretty similar to that on the 15-minute chart. This is also a 15-minute situation. Preferred, because that obviously has been violated all over the place. Double penetrated, look, here and there. So we can't do up here. We could do this. Still been penetrated once. Well, once is acceptable. Once I could live with. Once I could live with forever. So I've seen 5, 6 and it's still been respected. 10. Not 10. Not 10, it's not been respected. I haven't seen it. But this is not. This one is definitely not. Can't trust that one. And we've come back down. We've come to touch it again. It's not even been 15 minutes and we've come to touch that D again. There it goes. We're touching it. Twice in 15 minutes. It's not very respectable. No, I'm not gonna do it, I don't think. Well, I mean, it's not even gonna let me. But even if this rejects off, then I still need another candle. So cool, I'll come back if I do it. And I've lost lots of money on this already. I've got to stop doing this to the personal account. Anyway, we out, show.